Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail.
Yeah, so men are gonna turn into little bitches in that day, man. Even the hardest man that you think, if he's not covered by the Most High, or if the Most High does not put that spirit in him of faith, he's gonna break like a toothpick, man.
Yeah.
Right? He's gonna be like a woman. And if like the birds I was mentioned, if men are like this in that day, what do you think women are gonna be like, man? You know?
Well, a lot of people are already breaking right now. It
God,
hasn't even been a month yet.
Exactly. That's so you know they're gonna cry for that chip. They're gonna beg Esau for that chip.
That's right. People are gonna want to give in.
Yep. One are they gonna give in, especially people with children. Like I always say this is like a big thing, man, because I go to these other people's houses and see how they're protecting their children from this whole virus thing, man, and the way that they're so like timid and they're so like fearful. They're gonna take this chip when they see the children start getting hungry, man. I'm telling you, I see it.
And it says, and all faces are turned into paleness.
You hear that? Their face gonna turn to paleness, man.
God. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
That's right. Jacob's trouble. The 12 tribes of Israel. This is when the Most High is gonna deal with your case, man. Through the form of Esau and the rest of these nations, man. Because they're gonna look for someone to blame for all of this.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, yo, actually it's them. They're the reason why.
Yeah, it's coming from them.
Yeah.
They're gonna say it's in their genes. It's coming from them. They can say anything, man.
Yo, and that's spiritual because that's what they're gonna say that we're the people of the Most High.
That's right.
And we're gonna destroy these motherfuckers, man. Slovakia. Enough for my French. They're gonna destroy us. But only the elect's gonna come out of this, man. 2/3 of you, the way you guys treated the Most High in the ancient world, the Most High started in the ancient world and turn your back on the Most High in the ancient world, that's what's gonna come to you, man. The punishment of that, right?
You Greeks.
You Greeks and Babylonians.
That's
right. Yup, Babylonians.
You Egyptians, because guess what? They have the spirit of all these people. You got people like young Pharaoh who thinks he's a damn Egyptian, man.
Exactly.
You got Brother Polite.
Even Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vibes Cartel, when you go on his YouTube, his channel where he puts up his videos, his image is of a pharaoh. Alright, so they all believe in that.
Look at my brethren what he dressed as for Halloween. It was him as a pharaoh.
That's right.
Yeah. So that spirit of Egypt is here. That's why you know we are in Egypt, and the Babylonian flirting, having sex with whomever you want, spirit is here too. Right? So it's a spiritual thing.
Because you have Jakes that are into the Egyptology thing.
That's right.
You have Jakes that are into the Greek thing.
That's
you
right.
know. You have Jakes that's into the Roman thing,
That's
Babylonian
right.
thing, you know, so that's what it is.
Yeah, you
all
see
the
them
kingdom,
athletes.
all in one, yeah. Exactly. You see the athletes, the
the Olympians, man.
The Greeks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? Every Jake has their spirit, has their lot. You know?
Yeah, and that's so you know everything is coming back.
Yeah.
All who spent in that time doing the same thing back then, they come back here and do the same thing. Because like you said, there's people who has that Greek spirit. There are people who have that Babylonian spirit. There's people who have that Egyptian spirit, man.
Even,
you know?
The Sodom and Gomorrah spirit.
Yeah, that too.
That's what you know? So
Mhm.
that's how you know, man.
Yeah, come
It's crazy. Yeah, and it says, let me read it again. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Who's that he? That's the elect, man.
Right.
You know, it's not all you Israelites, it's not all you Jacobites that's gonna be saved out of this, man. And this is gonna be a mass killing, mass terror, mass destruction of you people that's on the 12 tribe signs, right? All of you who are worshiping Esau, because people are still in denial, not knowing that it's Esau. Actually, they know, but they don't want to see anything. They're afraid.
They still want him to be saved.
Yeah, they still want to save Esau, man. And Esau is killing them by the second. Right?
Somebody gets second Ezra's.
I got some in second.
Get second Ezra's.
I got 16. I got 16 and 18 right now. I was about to bring that out real quick.
Go to 17. Second Ezra 16 and 7. What is that?
I was gonna bring on. Let me bring up this quick scripture.
If you're there, go to 17 first. You said you're going to Second Ezra 16 and 18, right?
Yeah.
Start at 17. Let me hear what that says.
It says, "Woe is me."
That's right.
Okay, beautiful. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah, that's right.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing now, the beginning of it.
And it never even see that. It just a start right now. The people are every grocery store is lined up right now. People are like lining up for food, losing their mind in the line. You look on everybody's face outside, you see the sorrows on their face. You see the depression hitting them. Nothing is pleasing, man. Everybody's like sad and low, and nothing never even popped off yet.
And none of them knows anyone that died of this virus.
They don't even know why they're stacking up on food right now.
They don't know.
They just know to go to the grocery store and get whatever they can get. That's all what's in their mind.
That's all it is, man. And that's what you see in the beginning of sorrows. Because you see, like you say, you look in their eyes, they look dim.
They look dim.
Yeah, man, they look dim. If you look at them and look at us, it's two different
shine, man.
Two different countenance.
They're wondering how we are moving in the spirit, how we're moving right now. People are wondering why is it not phasing you? Why is it not hitting you? Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, because we can see the finish line now.
Exactly.
If you want to talk about us, now we can see the finish line for what we're doing. Before we were just so faithful that we were just going to do this, even if it lasted another 20 years. But now we know it's not going to last another 20 years. Now we see the finish line.
Now we see it.
Now we're like, yo, we're going into rulership.
That's it.
Like, we're good.
We're good.
Now we don't have to worry about houses. We don't have to worry about children.
That's it.
We don't have to worry about wives.
That's
we
it.
don't have to worry about anything because we can see it. We're like, oh fuck, I'm done. I'm going into rulership now.
That 100 meter dash.
And it's usually that's the hardest.
It is.
It's hard on the lungs. It's hard on the legs.
Remember
that
this is
last bit. It's hard, man.
Remember, me and this brother went to go do a job. We went to go do a moving job. And I would like to say, like, it's always the hardest when you are going to start the work. To move the work, do the job, it's always the hardest. But when it comes to the end, it's like a piece of cake. It gets done so fast. But this is the beginning, so it's gonna be hard. Everything is gonna go hard. It's gonna break you. You know? But at the end of a thing, of a bad thing, is a great thing coming, man.
That's right.
You know, and it's gonna be for us, man. It's gonna be better off for us in that time, man. And that's around the corner. That's here.
Yeah, somebody get that. It's Ecclesiastes 7. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8.
And brothers are seeing a lot of chariots out, man. A lot of chariots are being documented.
Esau be seeing the chariots, man. That's the reason why. He's speeding things up too. 7 and 8?
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7 and 8.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than proud in spirit.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Somebody get 2nd Ezra's 6 and 7.
You want to get it? I'm already in there.
If you're in there, you can get it.
2nd Ezra's. Chapter 6, I got it. Chapter 6, I start at 6 or I start at 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me and alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand over questions. Ezra asked thou not.
Yeah, so that's a rulership right there. Because the heel the hand holding on to it. That's the end and the beginning.
Yes.
Right, the scripture just came out the better the end of a thing there, because the end of this thing is rulership for us.
That's right.
Right?
It's a better thing, man.
Yeah. So Esau's downfall is our upper
That's
coming,
right.
man.
And you know who you know who you know Muhammad Ali, he made a quote. He said, this is a white man's heaven and a black man's hell. So he just flipped the script. He said when we get rulership, it's gonna be a black man's heaven and obviously a white man's hell.
Yeah,
so white man's gonna go
yeah.
white man's gonna go down.
Yep. And all 12 tribes are gonna get revenge, man.
Oh,
Because you didn't just touch the southern kingdom. You been fucking
you touch all the kingdom.
the northern kingdom up from time, man. You've been destroying them from time, right? To the point where they worship you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get worse than someone else worshiping you, man. And thinking that you're the Most High and you're the Most High's son and all that, right? Yeah. So for that to, in order for that to happen, you have to beat these people physically and then mentally manipulate them. Right. So they're gonna get revenge for that too, man. You know what I'm saying?
And like I was saying, there is some for our the tribes, the Latin tribes that's down in what is it, Brazil? In the Amazon, they weren't discovered for like up until last year. They just got discovered. Yeah. And now Esau, the Awa or something like that. And now Esau is saying that over there they got the coronavirus now. They're saying those people out there in the Amazon that wasn't contacted in history of mankind that we know, they never got in contact with the Western world civilization. They've always been living in the Amazon, living there amongst their people. But Esau discovered them last year, realized these people are there, and now he's saying those people there have the coronavirus.
Even though they've been practicing self-isolation.
They've been doing self-isolation. They've been away from this world. And now Esau's saying they gotta go in there now. Esau wants to go in there and give them the chip. That's how you know that
Richard Poor.
Devil, man.
Richard Poor, man.
Esau is a real fucking piece of shit, man. He's a devil, man.
I don't know how they're gonna have to get the coronavirus if this is a hand-to-hand touching, and they're so isolated. It's not even fun.
How does Esau know they have the coronavirus? Esau's saying that the whole world got the coronavirus and he got the cure. And it's the vaccination with the chip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Will somebody get that? Where is that in Revelation? Revelation. That old serpent,
Satan.
The devil,
The devil,
the deceiver.
Yeah.
What is that? Revelation. Shit. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. So I can't.
I think I know where it is still. That old dirty.
12 and 9.
12 and 9.
Oh, serpent. The devil.
Serpent.
Revelation 12 and 9.
This is Revelation 12, verse 9. And it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil.
Yeah, which the old serpent, which goes back all the way to the Garden of Eden.
That's right.
Right? Which is the devil. What does devil mean? Deceiver.
Deceiver. Facts.
And it says, and Satan.
Yeah, adversary. So he's always been the adversary from the beginning. Right?
Which deceiveth the whole world.
And that was the point. When you go back all the way to Genesis, that was the point. The point of the fall of man, which really was the fall of our man, which is Yahushua, which is Adam, because that
lineage,
that connection that Adam had with Yahweh, no other man had that. That was only going to be between Adam, and then through Adam's lineage that we're going to get that. But since we disrespected Yahweh, since Adam disrespected Yahweh by listening to Eve, then that connection was broken, man.
That's right.
Let me finish it out.
Yeah.
Point. All right, come on. And it says, he was cast out into the whole earth.
Yeah, he was cast out from the time of Genesis. He was cast out at the time of the time of Abel, right? He was cast out that time as well, right? Because as when he was Cain, right? He was cast out as Esau. Go ahead.
That's it. And his angels were cast out with him.
Yeah, and his angels is not talking about actual angels, man. It's talking about his men.
Yep.
Right? It's talking about the people that are with him. Like when you read, what is that? Maccabees, where it talks about Alexander and his 4 generals, man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God Yahweh.
And we could feel it.
Yep.
And we could feel that. The brother's reading the scripture, but I could feel that, man. I feel it.
Right.
Right? We're coming to the kingdom of our power, man. Go ahead.
That's another point. We have intuition, you know?
Exactly.
You know, more than
Exactly.
most people, you know?
Exactly.
We're in tune with that.
Right.
We have a lot of brothers in our camps, that in our different camps, that have very vivid dreams, man, about the coming perils and the coming glories, man.
That's right.
That's right. It says, and the power of our, so that, let me read it again. It said, and the kingdom of our God Yahweh and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God Yahweh day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death, unto the death. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Yeah, because that blood that we put on our doorposts through Passover, we no longer need to do that. The elect men already have that blood on them. It's called the tawa, right? It's called the mark. So we do have a mark. That's why we can't get a mark. Whoever the elect are, because they already have a mark. So you don't need another mark.
That's right.
You have one. Your mark is good. You have the good mark.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And that's what we're witnessing. All we're witnessing is the devil knowing that he had but a short time.
That's right.
He's like, and he's looking at the place like, we already have these people. What the fuck are we fucking around for? And I'm sorry, like, for people who think like that, this has nothing to do with Justin Trudeau. This has nothing to do with Trump. This has nothing to do with those minions. Those people are just minions. Those guys don't even really know what's going on. They're just told what to do.
They're yes men.
Right? And even they're scared as well, because they don't know where they fit in. Because they're dealing with psychotics. The elites are psychotics. So even those men are afraid of what the elites might do. Because the elites can take out anybody. The elites took out Kobe Bryant. The elites don't care who you are. When you gotta go, you just gotta go, man.
The elites took out the elites took out John F. Kennedy.
There you go.
If he can get taken out, who the hell are anybody else?
Exactly.
You know?
That's right, man.
Crazy.
Job 20.
Okay, go for it.
So Job 24 says, knowest thou not this of old?
That's right.
Since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Yeah, so what you're seeing now is Esau coming to the end of his rulership, man. And how long has that been? Not even what, like a couple of 100 years?
Right.
So the wicked hasn't been ruling for long, but for us, you know, we're down here living it. It seems long, right? But what's 200 years compared to eternity, man?
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Trying for the wicked is short. Like, the most time they're gonna let the wicked rule forever. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the wicked. How long? Because everything that they do is an abomination to the Lord. The most time they're gonna let all this abomination come up in his nose and stink going up into the heavens, man. For any longer. That's why you're gonna put a plug on this place, and we already saw this is a plug, right?
It says that the But the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Just for a moment, man. Not forever, just for a moment. It might seem long, but it's short.
And we see that on a microcosm level. Living in the hood. When you live in the hood, you see that because you'll see one drug dealer one summer, and by the next summer another drug dealer comes up. Then the next summer another one comes up, and the other one's gone. Right? They don't last for long. You guys who commit wickedness, you don't last for long. Just on a microcosm.
Yeah. You're ready and tough, but shorter than leprechauns, man.
That's right, man.
Verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds,
right?
Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Yeah. Doesn't get lower than that, right? Like you call that shit in this time, right? That's what Esau is gonna be in memory of. Shit, his own shit. You're not gonna remember all the things that he did. When you're in the kingdom, yes, it might come back to your memory, but the ones that's waking up, Esau's reign is not even going to be mentioned. Now we're going to celebrate his downfall. That's about it.
That's right.
All his monuments and all his accomplishments that he had on this side is going to be white, man. It's going to be as a dream that you can't even remember. That's what it's going to be like.
It says, "They which have seen him shall say, Where is he?"
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we in that day, we're not going to be thinking about. We're not going to be thinking about Esau. We're going to be thinking about our power as to how could we even put our trust in this man.
Yeah.
And he was nothing. He's a nobody. Like, how could we even turn our backs on Yahweh Shem Yahushai? How could we? How foolish of us.
Yeah. I got a quick precept. Isaiah 14. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that dead shake kingdom?
Yeah, like Bill Gates. Like, people don't even understand. Like, someone like Bill Gates is someone people listen to. Why? He's an idiot.
He is.
People listen to Donald Trump. Why? Donald Trump is an idiot. They're all idiots. President Bush was an idiot. His dad was an idiot. They're all idiots. They're all low base men.
Yeah. This Edom man was telling me this week that, oh, Bill Gates is so smart. I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, what? Bill Gates?
Any person that tells you that you should vaccinate a baby, how is he smart?
That's the same thing that I said to him. This man is all about eugenics, destroying the earth, destroying people's lives. So how is he a smart man? Right? Exactly.
I got a script after that.
Yeah. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisons. Right? All the kings of the nations, even all the time, even all of them lie in glory, even one in his own house. Yeah, man. So Esau, all of these things that he was a mighty man here, his power is being shown right here. It's gonna go away, man. Right? All of this is gonna be not even mentioned in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna have that new holy day to commemorate Esau's downfall, but all of his not good works, but mighty works in this time will not be mentioned.
That's right.
Sure.
I got
a script. I got a script.
Yeah.
If you want
Quick one?
Yeah. Sorry. This is this is Amos chapter 9 verse 8. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
That's right.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as a corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword."
See, and you people can't understand the Most High equating men to different things. In this scripture, we're known as grains. The Most High is likening us unto a grain.
That's right.
Right?
It says, verse 10, "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which saith the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
And we're watching them say that right now.
That's right.
Because a lot of our people are very optimistic.
Yeah.
But really, it's presumptuous, man.
That's right.
It's not optimistic. It's presumptuous. Presumptuous is being wicked, man. Is where you're being foolish. You can't see what's around you. You guys you keep telling yourself lies. You keep telling yourself, oh yeah, we'll be out of this in a month.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's because you guys are always on the road.
Outside.
Why you guys bothering the white man?
Yeah.
Why you guys got to do this? He's just going to extend it more.
Yes. Yes.
You guys are so
Stay inside.
stupid. Like,
Stay inside.
You guys don't even see what you're actually, you're submitting yourself to, man.
That's right.
You're submitting yourself to a global takeover.
Damn.
I had a friend, he said, we was talking or whatever, about if things were to get crazy and all that stuff. He said he was being presumptuous and said that nobody would come to his house and take food from his house.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you
Because
go.
here's his reason. His reason was because it's not like I have a nice car in my driveway, so they wouldn't come to my house.
That's why he doesn't
Wow.
understand. He doesn't understand when,
So I was like,
when hunger
I
pains.
didn't even say nothing.
And
because
remember,
he fucked up.
the Most High is going to make someone go to his house.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Just for
Just
saying
for that.
that.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Just to visit them.
That's
So
true.
that's presumptuous as fuck.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I got a scripture.
I heard this.
Yeah.
Because remember what you read. I can't remember which brother read it. It says your neighbor.
Yeah,
So it's not no straight. Your neighbor's gonna go check
around
you.
me.
Eyeing you.
Your neighbor
Yo.
be like a that boy. Yeah, man.
Got me
Long
hungry
time.
enough.
Every day, man, knock your door.
Yeah.
Neighbor's gonna be like, yo, I saw
know
you go
about
to
it.
No Frills last
Yeah,
month.
man.
Come back with all 10 bags.
Yeah.
Water bag. Or else.
Yeah, big bag, man.
Beg.
I live. Yeah,
They're not begging for nothing
Just like
that
the
day.
purge. Just like
I
the
know.
purge.
Yo,
Yeah, God has come to collect. This is Isaiah 30 and 9. This is a rebellious people. Lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
all you gotta do to see rebellious people is go on Instagram. Holy shit.
They're on there, man.
Holy shit, man.
Mhm.
These guys do not care.
No.
They just brought their wickedness to social media.
Yeah.
That's
it.
all they did.
Yeah. And even roaster hip hop, I see them starting to put like sex tape and all that
Oh,
stuff.
that what do you think is on Insta? That's why I'm on there. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girls shaking their ass, stripper shows. It's all there. Instagram. It's all there.
Quarantine parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Boozy and
Boozy.
like I said, the
Yeah,
brother.
girls
Tory
going naked.
Lanez.
Yeah, Tory
Lanez.
Lanez, man. Like these people are out of
These
their
guys are
minds,
still
man.
bugging out,
Like,
man.
the Akim
Thinking
said,
they're
this is
gonna
their
get
heaven.
freedom. They
Yeah,
think
this
they're
is
gonna
their
get
heaven.
freedom.
This is
next.
their heaven, man.
Wow.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us righteous things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And that's what they want to hear. They want to hear the space is going to go back to normal. Everything's going to be all right. And then we're telling you, as a man of the Lord, that that's not so, man.
That's right.
So you want to hear smooth things. You want to be like them Stoics in Greece, where they like think positive thoughts.
That's
think
right.
positive thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, man.
That's right.
Doesn't
Wicked, man.
even in the crumbling of this place, they're gonna be still
Yeah.
thinking positive thoughts. Maybe
That's
this will be over,
That's
and
right.
we're gonna go back.
That's right.
There's no turning back.
Mainly women.
Con.
Women think that way.
Con.
Yeah.
Con. And the men that are thinking that way, that's a spirit of a woman.
That's the spirit of a bitch.
Yep.
Because as a man, you should already be preparing now.
Now.
Yep.
You should, as a man, you shouldn't need no more signs.
Yeah.
You should be like, oh fuck,
Yeah. I need this. I got
action
that.
time.
Yeah.
As a man, you shouldn't even be talking. The talking
It's done.
should be done
Yeah.
as a man.
Yeah.
You should just be like, yo, we're gonna buy. Where's your money?
Yeah.
You should. Your wife shouldn't even have no money right now.
Yeah.
You should be fucking taking her money.
Everything.
There's no need for her to have nothing.
Yeah.
She can't spend it on makeup. She can't spend it on her hair.
Nothing.
She can't spend it on her nails. So what the fuck she need money for?
Yeah.
Yep.
She don't need shit right now.
That's right.
As a man, you should be taking everything and spending on what you need.
Right
Fuck
now.
is she saving for? Are you saving because you think the kingdom's gonna come back?
That's right.
Yeah.
You fucking must be out of your mind.
That's right.
And that's what's gonna happen. A lot of these women are gonna die with thousands of dollars in their bank account.
That's
And
right.
we told them from months,
from
we told them
OnlyFans.
from years, yo, if you have your money, go fly it out, go max out your visa.
Oh, yeah,
Go
we
this.
did.
We used to say,
You know I was gonna
do-
make a
do
video
all
on
of
that. I I was gonna make a video on
We used to
that.
say that, man.
Yo.
We used to say, yo, you guys go spend.
And now it's time.
I'm like, go spend on film.
It's
Go
done.
do this. Go.
And look, they can't even spend it
It's
right
too
now.
late. Yeah, they
Bro.
lost. They lost it right now.
Wow.
They're not gonna be taking no more cash no
Yeah,
more. A
accurate.
lot of places you go
Yeah.
into now, they're
Cash.
saying, no, we're not taking no cash.
No cash.
They want debit.
Yeah, if you notice, for the last couple of years, the spirit was on these people where they were just taking trips, going
Yeah,
here.
yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
spirit they knew this was
Something-
about to come to an end,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Facts.
Someone was
You know?
just telling them to
So-
keep going,
yeah.
keep
Yeah,
flying,
yeah.
keep flying, keep flying.
Facts.
But they never knew why they were flying.
They don't know why they were going.
They're
why
just
they
going,
wanted
they're
to go.
going. But
Yeah.
really and truly, it all boiled down to that there is no more flying now.
That's
Right.
it. The spirit was
And
the spirit
came
was
to-
telling them, yo,
and
you
came
need
to
do
that.
this because YOLO, right?
That's right.
YOLO. I had a thing.
Oh,
She
yeah,
I need to go
YOLO.
to I need to go to Europe, and she went to Europe, came back. She needed to go to the States. She took out a visa to go to the States
That's right.
a couple of weeks ago. So now she got her visa.
It done. My shop.
Can't go to the
System
States.
crap.
That's it. Get you out of the way. Turn aside of the path, out of the path, because the Holy One of Israel, to see some before us. Oh, let me read that again.
Yeah, well, you read it well
Yeah,
because it means that they think that we can stop the judgment. They
Right.
feel like just because
Yeah.
we're talking about it,
Yeah.
that we're the
We
one
can do
creating
so-
it.
Yeah, creating
Right,
it.
That's how afraid they are of us. Why are you afraid of us?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Be afraid of our Creator.
That's
We're
right.
just relaying the message back to you.
That's it.
We're not making it happen. We're just relaying the message, but they're afraid of us because
Yeah.
we're even speaking it, and then our words is actually coming to life. So they're looking at us like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But they're still not thinking on the Creator.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Stupid.
Come. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise the word and trust in oppression and perverseness.
Yeah, because get you out of the way. We're like men that are like this. We're men that are in the roadway,
Mhm.
and they're coming by us, but by us is danger.
Yep.
And we're saying, no, go that
Go
way,
back.
go that way. Or go back, exactly. But they're like, what you talking about? See the party that behind you.
Yeah, man.
And we're telling you those people that's behind us, they're about to be destroyed.
Yep.
But they're looking at those people like, no, those guys look like they're having fun over there, man.
Yep. It's like the movie Jeepers Creepers. Whenever the Jeepers about the creepers about to attack, it's like something spiritual happens and someone on the mission that he's gonna attack gets a dream, and in the dream he sees this kid. He's the first one that got killed. He's always telling them to go back, but then it's too late because they go right into the trap. where the
Exactly.
creeper is. Yeah.
Exactly.
So he gives you his warning before he attacks. It's the same thing with the Most High. He sends his prophets before a kingdom is destroyed, man.
Blows the trumpet.
That's it.
It's where that scripture. Should you not be afraid if the trumpet is being blown? No.
Yep.
Blow the trumpet.
One more verse. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're seeing. And that's why we know we can't stop Jake from being wicked. It's just their iniquity that they have.
Con.
Right? Doesn't matter what Esau does, they're gonna still think that everything is gonna go back to normal. They're gonna so-called make the best of a bad situation.
True.
Even though it's just simply time to turn back to the Lord.
Yeah. Purge party.
Yeah, shit like that.
Quarantine party.
Yup. To make money party. Quarantine.
Swelling out in the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
And then if you really do know anything about this time, the more money you have, the worse, because the money's not worth shit.
Yep.
You're just gonna hurt yourself.
Con.
Because you're gonna feel it. It's gonna burn you.
It's gonna burn
Someone
you.
who has nothing, like when you see these
It's
bums on the
nothing.
streets, those bums are chilling.
They're
Yeah,
good.
they know how to live like this.
They're chilling.
It's just like
They're gonna be looking at you people like, this is our world. Those
Yeah.
bums are gonna kill a lot of you people when you
Yeah.
leave around the street.
Right.
Those bums are gonna be like, yo,
You
this is
want
my
them all.
spot, bitch.
Yeah. Come at home, Bridget.
Move
Yo.
from this corner, yeah.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
like, who the fuck are you?
Yep. We've been doing this for years.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. This spot
You
is
guys are
mine.
just coming. Yeah, you guys are just coming to be like us.
And they're hard.
Yeah.
Like they're hard.
Exactly.
They're hard.
They're
man.
built for it.
They're
yo.
built for it.
There's a bum on our
Mhm.
corner every week.
Bro.
He's there, and when you see him, he's like, he looks like he's one of those ones who are like the street, like the underground doing his little research bums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like those bums that think that they know something, but they don't know nothing. They're just living to try and survive to the end.
Yeah,
You know? So he looks like he's one of those bums that just When you see him, it reminds you of every time that you see the road or you see like something crazy. That bum always pops up in your mind and be like, yo, that bum is like, you know, that bum is up to something. You know what I'm saying? There's bums like that in the world that you always be like, yo, that bum knows how to live, man. That bum knows how to survive on the streets, man.
Yeah, like I can mention their heart because they've been getting purged out from day one, man. That's what the bones have been doing to us, like he's been doing to those bums, making us go through hard times.
Hard times.
So when something is like you mentioned, gold, how do you get gold? You purge out all the impurities, man.
That's right.
And that's how you get the men of the Lord, because we've been going through this from day one. Just like all those bums. So when worse comes to worse, those bums are gonna be on top, man. They're gonna be triumphing over this time.
Well, that's why people are wondering, why are we shining right now?
Right?
They look so depressed, and we look like we're shining. Like people
want to.
I had this girl that I saw, and she's just like, "Yo, why are you dressed up during quarantine?" I'm like, "Cause I want to."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I wanted to." Why not? I just wanted to.
Yeah. We don't have any hair to do.
Yeah.
Just no more hair. We're good. No makeup to put on. We're good. We're good. Got something?
Yeah. Because you had made mention that we were telling the people to go back because they're having a good time going somewhere. But this is Genesis 19 and 13. It says, "For we will destroy this place because the cry of them is waxing great. Therefore the Lord Yahweh and the Lord has sent us to destroy it." And I'm going to jump down to verse 24. It says, "Then the Lord Yahweh rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord Yahweh out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt."
Yeah. Yeah, and that's that. You women are gonna always look back, man. That's what happened. You don't like to see this is their kingdom. Them and Esau. This is their thing, man. Even the serpent all over again. So when this place comes crashing down, or not even like right away, but like what you see now, this is them looking back.
Well, it's not their fault. It's just how they're built. It's their nature as women. You telling a woman about something that is not here, she can't see it.
Yeah.
So she's gonna always look back and be like, "But we're leaving everything."
Lack of faith.
Right. So when we get into the kingdom, you're not gonna believe our women because they're gonna fit right in because women know how to adapt.
Yeah.
Right? Then they'll be talking to you like, "Oh, I would never do that." Oh, I would, and you're gonna look at them and be like, "Yo, trust me, you did worse in Babylon."
You were trusting all manner of shit.
Trust me, you did worse.
Yeah.
I did what? Yes. Yes, you did.
You want a video? Nah,
Yes,
I'm not gonna do that to you.
Correct. Let me see. Let me get the scripture. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Right.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful."
And all of that started with the upper echelon of the world, because that's where you get witches and wizards. That's their mentality. They believe that they are gods, like Michael Jordan. In this world, Michael Jordan is a god. Magic Johnson, he's a god. Drake, he's a god in this world. And they worship themselves. Those men are narcissists. So on the larger level, the smaller level are looking up to them. So those on the lower levels are going to emulate them. So that's why people act like the way they act now. Right? They're worshipers of themselves. Right? But guess what they're finding out? They're finding out that was the wrong way to live.
That's right.
White women are finding out now why Esau broke up the household. He broke up the households for time like this. Because guess what? Our women have no defense now.
Zero.
There's no man in the house. So shout out to you women that actually have a husband and have a man. I know you feel good. You women without no men, I know you're trembling. I know you are. Think about a woman who's in a nice, beautiful condo right now, chilling by herself, and all of this is going on. How do you think she feels? How do you think she feels, man? These are perilous times. She feels like shit. She should feel like shit. She should feel scared. Then just like the brother read, your neighbor, that neighbor knows that you only live there by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That neighbor can't wait.
Them Instagram models and all the pretty women that you see walking around, and they know you're a single one by yourself.
That's
You're
right.
right. You're
That's
right.
right.
You think he's not watching you?
That's right.
He's probably upstairs.
Chilling. Oh.
Yeah, man. Verse 3, it says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors.
Exactly. When it's the despisers of them that are good. Like when we're the righteous ones, man. Compared to you people, when the elect, doesn't matter what they do, as long as they elect, the Most High see them as righteous, man. So us, when we tell you people what you're doing is wrong, you're looking at us as we're the bad guys, right? And we're the ones actually doing the right thing and doing the good things. So like it says, good shall be bad and bad shall be good. Roughly paraphrasing the scriptures, and that's what's going on here, man.
Yeah, you're turning up things upside down.
Yeah, con.
Verse 4, traitors, petty, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of your house.
Instagram right there. I made a video a couple of months
That's
ago.
Instagram.
This is the Instagram right in the scriptures, man.
Instagram, kind of.
Yo, it got so bad that Instagram had to take away likes.
Yeah.
To where you can receive likes, but you don't see the number anymore.
Right.
Because people were living for that.
Yeah.
People woke up in the day just to make sure that they got a certain amount of likes. If they didn't, people were committing suicide.
Yeah.
That was crazy, man.
And it says, verse 5, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
Yeah.
Yeah, like our pastors.
Yeah.
Right? Like these spiritual leaders on the outside.
Yeah.
They look really good. They talk good. Right? But we know they're not good.
Yeah, you seeing guys like Kenneth Copeland praying? Oh man, that's the biggest joke. That's the biggest joke. These guys trying to pray, talking about God and God. Yo, you can just. And the funny thing is, we see through their foolishness, but people actually look at these guys and still see some form of godliness in them.
Yes.
For some reason, I don't know.
Because
why.
you'll know people that will say, don't talk about him.
Yep.
Just don't say anything bad about him. He's still a man of God.
Copeland.
It says, from such turn away, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Yeah. That was pretty much the point.
I got a script. Yeah. This is Ezekiel chapter